So I got something that's gonna make you feel better, chosen one. Okay, so here it is. Yes, chosen one, we are walking karma. And basically what happens is the universe, God, uses us as a tool to give someone their karma, to deliver someone the karma that they need to receive. Basically what happens is this. People are out here being reckless, being disrespectful, being manipulative, being a bully, being abusive, just the whole 9 yards, just doing the wrong thing, not doing the right thing, not doing the righteous thing. And when God sees that there are certain people doing other people wrong, then that's when the universe is like, okay, now I'm going to send a person into your life and you guys are going to connect. You're going to connect in whatever way it fits the script, it fits the story for what's going on with this whole ordeal. This can come in any form. This can come in the form of family, friendships, a job, school, a hobby, organization, whatever the case is. You connect in a certain way. And what happens is God puts energy inside us, chosen ones, on how we are to handle the person, handle the situation. And a lot of times, what we do is we don't necessarily go out of our way to hurt the other person, to harm them, or to do anything to be disrespectful or defiant. We simply just show up the way we need to show up. We show up the way that we need to show up. Sometimes that can look like not showing up at all, or sometimes it can look like showing up but standing in our truth, being grounded, or not showing up at all and people having these high expectations, expecting us to be there, hoping that we're going to show up and we don't show up. And that could be a reason. Let me go into that for a second. Sometimes you are the karma where if a person is not showing up for other people, the universe brings you into their life so that you don't show up for them, so that they can see how it feels for a person to not show up. Or what can happen is you can show up and you could just be grounded in your own energy, in your own truth, and you standing in your own energy can trigger somebody else. You didn't do anything to them directly, but your presence triggered them, and it triggered an awakening in them. It had triggered their wounds, something that they have to face within themselves. You see, chosen ones, we are the mirror. We are the mirror that reflects people back to themselves, the energy that they are exuding out to other people. So when people are being messy, they're being nasty, they're being this, that, and the third, we come into their lives to mirror that energy, to reflect back to them the energy that they're putting out, because it's like, now I'm going to send a person into your life that's going to reflect back that same energy that you're putting out. So like you can dish it out, but you can't take it. That's usually how people operate. They can throw all that energy to everybody else, but once it's reflected back to them, then they flee and they run. And it's like, no, baby, don't run, because this is the same energy that you have towards other people. Now this being reciprocated, now you don't like it. We are the mirror to reflect back to people what they've been doing and what they've been doing wrong. And if they allow this to be a lesson for them, if they humble themselves and look at themselves in the mirror and see, what did I do wrong? What could I have done better? That's how they learn the lesson. But most times, chosen ones, people don't do that. They don't humble themselves enough to look in the mirror and self-reflect on what they did wrong and what they could have done better. So they stay stuck in that loop. They stay stuck in that cycle, and they go in a downward spiral. You see, chosen ones, we are the tower moment. In tarot, the tower is like a shake, a upheaval, a disruption, divine intervention. We come to be that disruption of their corruption. Oh, I like that. When people are corrupt, we come in to disrupt their corruption, to dismantle it, to show them how corrupt they are, because our energy reflects back to them what they are doing. So oftentimes, chosen ones, this can cause us to get retaliated against. Like, people will see like they will use us as a scapegoat. They will take out their anger and frustrations out on us. They will project onto us because we are their trigger, we are their lesson, we are their mirror. And when people don't like what is being mirrored back to them, they punch the mirror. And it's like, why are you punching your reflection? That's you, baby. That's all you. That's all your energy. And if you don't like what's reflected back to you, then change what you're doing so you won't have to be upset at your reflection. Your reflection is exactly what you're doing. And if you don't like what you're receiving, then don't give it. That's what people need to learn, chosen ones. So a lot of times we are like that karmic test in people's lives. And because we're strong enough, because we can handle it, we don't really let what they say or do phase us because we can see right through them. We can see the emotional immaturity. We can see the deflection. We can see the lack of accountability. We can see the lack of humility. And we're like, this person needs to grow. This person just needs to mature. Because a lot of times, chosen ones, we are more emotionally mature than most people. That's how we are. We are more emotionally mature than most people. And when we see people operating in an emotionally immature way, then we're like, yeah, we kind of let it roll off our back a bit. We don't like internalize what has happened because we can see through the facade. We can see what's really happening. We understand and we overstand. So that's what happened, chosen ones, when we are walking karma for people.